gents, how the very devil are you? AndyManCam here once again, and I've brought you along today to have a little bit of a chat about a whole bunch of exciting new stuff that's happening in the world of AndyManCam. Now, in typical me fashion, I'm a little bit behind the pulse with all of this stuff, and some of you, especially those of you following me on the social media, so Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if you're not, please do check out my Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, all of them under AndyManCam. But in any case, the first of the many new things that I'm here to tell you about today is the brand spanking new AndyManCam stickers. Never being one to sit on my hands while I was on lockdown at home, I spent a good few hours, more like a week, working on a new refreshed logo and some new designs and stuff, and then got myself some brand spanking new stickers made. In fact, for the last couple of videos, I've already had one of the new ones on the side of my helmet here. That's one of mine. And there's another one on the back, which, with all the contortion ability in the world, I'm not going to be able to show you. So why don't I find somewhere to pull up and I'll show you what the stickers look like in real life. That feels remarkably like rain. That is just typical. The sun was shining when I put all my gear on. Oh well. This might have to be shorter than I thought. Let's get over there and find somewhere to stop. The tiny little sliver of blue over there. Oh, I was expecting summer weather and I've got deepest Arctic frost. This looks just perfect. With the addition of tree cover, should the skies actually open. But anyway, eyes on the prize. Don't be distracted by the lovely new Nox Handroid Pod Mark IV gloves. These actually aren't part of all of the new stuff, although they are new stuff that will be featuring on the channel a lot in the near future, as well as the reason why I'm so freezing cold is the Nox Urban Pro shirt I've got underneath the hoodie here. So big thanks to Nox for getting on board with the channel. We're going to be getting reviews and tests and stuff of all that gear in the very near future. But anyway, the reason we've stopped, tucked away in this actually also new tank bag from SWMoTech, are the stickers. So there they are. There's the black camera, the white camera, the white mountains, the black mountains, and then both of those in reverse. And all of these stickers are laser plotted, so they're the type that once you've stuck it on something, you can see through the gaps and the colour of whatever you've put them on shines through. And the way they work, as demonstrated here by my beautiful assistant, is that you peel the backing off, you then stick the sticker onto whatever you want to stick it on. It's not exactly rocket science, is it? And then you peel the front piece away and you're left with the sticker with all the gaps showing through. Oh, it's all gone wrong. I had to drop something. All we need is some cable ties and a rainstorm and we'll have the full holy trinity of an AndyManCam video. So yeah, there you go. That's the stickers, and links to those will obviously be in the description below. And I've set it up in a bunch of different options so that you can get yourself just one sticker of your choice, or you can get yourself a set with all of the white ones, or a set with all of the black ones, or you can just go crazy and get the full ensemble and stick to your heart's sticky content. So, with the stickers out of the way, what else is new? Well, it's a bit of a white elephant, isn't it? What else is new is AndyManCam merch. Again, these have actually been available for a little while. I've recently moved away from Teespring and gone towards Spreadshirt because I'm much happier with the stuff that they've got and the options available. And I've also picked the busiest road in all of the countryside of Hamburg. How are there so many people here? Ah, peace. Yeah, anyway, and all... off. And already so many of you have got... oh, Jesus. And already loads of you have gotten yourself t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, baseball caps, and I thank you so very much for your support to the channel. It means a huge amount, and I hope you are wearing your lovely new AMC merch with pride. It certainly makes me feel proud that you guys would actually get something and put it on your bodies that has something that I created on it, so thank you so much. But to the rest of you who either didn't know that these t-shirts and things were available, or just haven't had the chance to find out, yeah, t-shirts, hoodies, baseball caps, mugs, and a bunch of other stuff that I can't possibly remember. I was overwhelmed with choice for the things I could have. So there really is something for everybody, but obviously you want to see this stuff in real life. I mean, the white elephant is that I am wearing the hoodie already. This is the new and lovingly created AMC Vintage logo, which obviously includes the new Moto camera logo, which is just a bit of a freshen up of the old one. But as well as hoodies, I've also got to show you... oh no, that's not mine, that's the Nox Urban Pro shirt. very nice, but I had nothing to do with the design of this. Watch out for some more detailed stuff on this in the very near future. But hiding underneath this is the double vintage of the vintage logo on a vintage shirt. This one's actually my absolute favourite, with the dark grey, the mottled pattern, rolly sleevey things. I'm a big fan of the vintage lately. But for a slightly sharper look, we've also got the mountain logo. And obviously these two logos are also available in multitudinous other colours, a couple of different cuts and styles. So yeah, AndyManCam t-shirts for the win. But also finally available, there are now AndyManCam baseball caps. This one is a little bit crumpled because it's been stuffed in my tank bag, but this is actually a snapback. With the mountain logo, you can get this with the camera logo as well. And also there are the more floppy style ordinary baseball caps available too, so hats for everyone. So, before I freeze my cobs off, we can carry on. Well, I almost forgot to say that with the last batch of stickers, one kind soul actually paid for a bunch of stickers but wanted me to pay them forward to other people, which I never actually managed to do. So, because I hate leaving things like that unfinished, my 4 favourite comments from this video will get a free sticker. So if I reply to you and tell you that you're the one, you can send me your address and I'll bung you a free sticker of your choice. So there you go, Red. Told you I'd get there in the end. And something else that's new, or I suppose old, depending on how you look at it, that I'm sure you've all noticed, and I'm certain that at least 1 or 2 of you have screamed at the screen about, is the fact that the bike looks a bit different. The screen is back on. The old wing mirrors are back on. Poking out the sides here are the big clunky stock indicators. Even the handlebars are back to normal. Now why, oh why, would I have reversed everything on the bike back to the way it was when I bought it? Well, I think you know the answer to that, don't you? I'm going to say it out loud anyway. I've bought a new bike. I know. I've been singing from the rooftops for so very long about how wonderful and perfect I find the Yamaha FZ1N, and I said that I would never replace this bike until I found something much better. Well, I'm afraid it happened, folks. In my humblest of humble opinions, I have found a machine that just seems to do everything just that tiny little bit better. Once again, in my humblest of opinions, I've found something which is more comfortable, its power delivery is better, the equipment is better, and I even would go as far as to say I think it looks better too. And obviously, being a newer bike, it's also got rider modes and traction control and ABS, and I'm not arrogant enough to say that I've been fine without ABS and traction control purely because I'm such a fantastic rider. I'm always just kind of thinking maybe the situation was on my side and I haven't had a case where I've needed those things yet, so it's certainly going to be a little bit reassuring to have a little bit of technology on my side. Now, I'm not going to give too much away today. Obviously, there is a reveal video on the way, so you'll be able to see what the machine is in the very near future. It's actually sitting in the garage already, and I've even already been out on it for a weekend trip, and let me tell you, I absolutely love it. The look back when you walk away from it test is a rip-roaring success. I get butterflies every time I turn around and look at the thing and remember that it's actually mine. So yeah, I actually just came out on the Yamaha today, obviously to say goodbye, to do my loop one last time. Wasn't expecting it to be quite so unbelievably cold, but that's neither here nor there. And to take some photographs of it, because sadly I'm not in the position to keep both the bikes, so the Yamaha does have to go. I know. It's a very sad state of affairs. This bike has ferried me to many wonderful places, given me many thousands of miles of truly tremendous biking, and it has been an absolute Trojan of a machine. I have loved this bike. But I'm not ashamed to admit, the allure and the attraction of something spanglier and newer did catch my eye, and that, coupled with the fact that I got a deal far too good to pass up, means big changes coming on the channel. The bike upon which the channel is based is going to be different. I can't wait for you guys to meet her, and I hope you're going to like it, and I hope you're going to approve of my purchase, even half as much as I do. Ooh, gravel. Be awesome to stack the bike mere moments before I want to sell it. Now Honestly, that means a couple of things that I'm not super proud of. I mean, for a start, I'm not going to be able to finish the review of these Metzeler Roadtech 01 SE tyres because I've only got about 3,000 Ks on them, and now the bike's going to be heading off. But I would say, so far, there's very little that I can think of to set them apart from the Michelin Road 5s. Apart from perhaps the fact that I would say it feels like they might be squaring off a little bit quicker than the Michelins did. There's definitely a bit of a flattening going on in the middle there. Although it's important to remember that these are the 190/50 profile, not the 55. So the crown is a little bit less pointy to start with anyhow. I'm also not going to be able to do the various garage videos that I've kind of loosely promised people in the past, such as valve clearances. The valve clearances are overdue on this bike, unfortunately, but that's not something I'm going to be able to get to. Also, I'm not going to be able to fit the suspension jack-up kit because it's already been punted down the eBay lane. I'm never going to be able to get to the bottom of the chunky, jerky throttling of this bike. I tried a bunch of stuff, never really managed to fix it, and I've got to be honest, that's one of the main motivations for me moving up to something a bit newer and a bit better, because the new bike's fueling, the power delivery is so much more refined, and it's 14 years of development, isn't it? It had to be done right at some point, but it fills me with joy that finally I've ridden a bike where it feels like the power delivery has been executed really well, to the point where the riding of the thing was just that little bit more fluid and enjoyable, and kind of a bit more like the bike as an extension of my body. As wanky and zen as that sounds. So yeah, while that means no more videos on the Yamaha FZ1N, this is potentially the last time you guys are going to see her. And again, I am sorry about that. I'm so sorry. I would love to keep every bike I've ever had and have a garage full of machines, but I don't have the space, I don't have the money, so one has to be replaced with the other, and I hope you understand. To all of you guys out there that have got FZ1s, or you're thinking of getting an FZ1, this by no means indicates that I don't like this bike. It doesn't mean that I was never happy with this bike. This thing has been an absolute joy to own and to ride. And if you're in the market for one, I mean, I'm not trying to sell you mine, that's probably not going to work, but if you are thinking about it, and that's where your budget's at, and that's what you're looking at, then I would say definitely do it. It is a tremendous, incredible, hugely underrated bike that I would recommend to anyone and everyone. There's not been a single moment that I've regretted buying this machine, and it's been a really valuable and important stepping stone to me on the road up to finally getting, and this is the other quite exciting thing, the new bike is the first time in my life that I've ever owned a new vehicle, ever. 40 years old, and I've finally managed to get myself a new machine. I'll just cover her ears. I'm just so excited to get the bike onto the channel as soon as possible. Yes, I love you the most. You'll always be in my heart. So let's just have a little pull up here. One last little look at her, shall we? Before I park her away in the garage. And then we start vetting people for the next potential owner. Yeah. So that's it for the Yamaha FZ1N. This... Oh, yeah, just say it again, I can't say it enough. It's been an absolute stonker of a machine and a real pleasure to own and to charge around on. It's just so underrated. Such a great motor, such a great platform, and such a nimble machine. Yep, I've really loved it. Absolutely loved it. I mean, even though it's back to stock now, it still doesn't look all that bad, well, except for the can. But who wants to buy a bike with a stock can anyway, eh? But yeah, even back to normal, it just... still looks good, doesn't it? I mean, all the carbon fibre stuff is off, but even so, you're a good-looking machine. I am going to miss you. It's undeniable. Kind of hard to believe it's happening, to be honest. Yeah, anyway, time to get back to headquarters, start dealing with what needs to be dealt with, and then get on with the next step on the AndyManCam journey. Oh, I feel like I want to cry a little bit. So there we go, that's all the new and exciting stuff that's happened or is happening in the world of AndyManCam. Once again, to all of you that have already got yourselves t-shirts, stickers, hoodies, whatever you've got, Thank you so much for your support to the channel. It means so very much and helps to keep the whole thing running smoothly. Obviously, other avenues of support are still available. To those of you who are supporting through Patreon, the hugest of thanks. Your continued support through this incredibly weird lockdown phase and the weirdness that's happened after it has been simply astonishing. I thank you so very much, each and every one of you. To anybody else interested in giving anything to the channel, the Patreon page is there. If it's not something you're interested in, then just pretend it's not. Keep enjoying the videos as normal. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching. It's been great to have you along, and I hope you will continue to join me on the next stage of the journey. I've been AndyManCam, you've been fabulous, and I will see you next time. Ta-ra! There she is. There's the new machine. You want to see what it is? Nah, I'm afraid you're going to have to wait for a little bit longer.